What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday, January 31. A warm welcome back to FOXY Games UK. I'm Fox, your slightly condescending yet reliable source of aggregated video game news, speculation and rampant rumour. Now, at the very tail end of this video, I'm going to briefly address a few things about me and this channel. It's intentionally placed at the end of the video, so if it doesn't interest you, don't complain in the comments. Nobody cares. Just watch what you came here for. I take it news and ignore the rest. You have been duly informed. Okay, in today's news, coming direct from Sony PlayStation, link in the video description, it's good news. PlayStation Plus members who will receive a 10 times cloud storage increase and at no extra cost, expanding cloud storage to a whopping 100GB of game save. Now, PlayStation has announced its free games lineup for February. Also, for Honor and Hitman, the complete first season will headline February's free games lineup. Sony have announced in early February, we will be expanding our cloud storage space from 10GB to 100GB exclusively for PlayStation Plus members, giving PS4 owners even more space to keep all those game saves. With cloud storage, you can save your game progress and character profiles on one PS4 system and then continue the game on another system later, really without losing any progress whatsoever. And be sure to check this feature out next month. And available starting February 5th. 2019, PlayStation Plus users get For Honor, a melee action game from Ubisoft. Experience the chaos of war and choose to be really a Viking knight and samurai factions to find your perfect fighting style. Featuring 18 different PvP maps, this game will be sure to entertain you. And the second game offering is Hitman, the complete first season. Take on the role of Agent 47, the world's ultimate assassin. Travel the globe to eliminate your targets in traditional and less traditional ways, from sniper rifles to expired spaghetti sauce. Use the weapons at your disposal to become the master assassin. So February's PlayStation Plus lineup fully includes Dive Kick for PS3, cross-buy with PlayStation Vita, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, PS3, awesome game. Gun House, PlayStation Vita, that's cross-buy with PlayStation 4, and Rogue Aces, another PlayStation Vita title that's cross-buy with PS4. PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita titles will be available for a few extra days until March 8th, and PS4 games will be available until March 5th, when the next monthly game lineup hits. As a reminder, after March 8, 2019, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita games will no longer be offered as part of the PlayStation Plus monthly games lineup, so be sure to download them while they're still available. Any PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita games you've already downloaded or will download prior to March 8th will still be part of your PlayStation Plus games library for as long as you remain a member. So, not a bad month, all things considered, and the PlayStation Plus monthly game offerings have improved quite significantly over the course of the PS4's life cycle, it must be said. Now, as sad as it may be for some that PlayStation 3 and Vita games are leaving the service, if you're a PS4 or PlayStation VR owner, then expect even more big game titles to appear, as PlayStation 3 and Vita will no longer eat into whatever budget Sony has in place for the service. A good month, average month, or bad month, depending on your perspective. Do share your thoughts in the comments, won't you? In other news, the news for Nintendo just seems to get bigger and better as time goes on. Sourced via twinfinite.com, here's a full story. So Nintendo have now shipped a whopping 32.27 million Switch units worldwide, and the company has provided its full year prediction to 17 million units. So Nintendo announced its quarterly financial results and provided an update to the number of Switch and 3DS shipped worldwide since the console's release. As you can see, really the numbers are quite impressive for both hardware and software. The numbers are updated to December 31st, 2018, so they're quite recent. Do keep in mind that those indicate sell into retail, which are shipments and not sell through to customers, but it's essentially, if it's sold to retail, it is sold by any of these manufacturers' standards. Now, that being said, it's a very solid bump since the previous update, doubtlessly thanks to a very successful holiday season for Nintendo. Almost 10 million units shipped in a single quarter. It's definitely nothing to sniff at. Within the accompanying press release, we also get more details on the company's predictions for the full fiscal year, which will end on March 31st. While many argue that the goal of 20 million Switch units shipped in a year was difficult or even impossible to achieve, Nintendo held on to it for 2 quarters, but now they have finally dropped it to 17 million, some 3 million shy, which is still very decent. Now, Nintendo, as I stated, have shipped 32.27 million units worldwide, and really That is quite phenomenal that Nintendo are doing big numbers, and no doubt the quality of software will follow through on a third-party and first-party level. If you're a Switch owner, this has got to be good news for you, in which case, obviously, I am. And I look forward to a 2019 packed Switch release. That's in spite of Metroid Prime 4 being pushed back a few years. Simply astonishing results for Nintendo there. And in our final news segment, it appears someone with far too much time on their hands, or merely attention-seeking, I don't know, has gone out of their way to attempt such an elaborate scam in sending fake PlayStation 5 event invites to some of the industry's most notable major press outlets. Courtesy of GameRevolution.com, here's the full story. So with the current console generation recently surpassing its 5th year, it's only a matter of time before Microsoft and Sony begin to start unveiling their next pieces of hardware. Some may have thought it really would be happening sooner rather than later due to a handful of fake PlayStation 5 reveal event invites that were sent out. While they looked official at first glance, fooling you on, first appearance, the emails crumbled under closer scrutiny. These fake PlayStation 5 invites were sent to a variety of outlets and caused quite a bit of a stir. PlayStation Universe even went as far as to post and later fixed and apologized the report, stating the event for the future of PlayStation was coming on February 20. However, Jason Schreier of Kotaku tweeted that it was fake and then proceeded to post the bulk of the email's content on Twitter. What would we do? What would we do, people, ladies and gentlemen, without Jason Schreier? So upon closer scrutiny, the email used to send the hoax, email.press.sieofamerica@gmail.com, gmail.com, is quite unofficial despite multiple keywords in its address. If Sony were planning to send invite rather to a real event, it would surely not use Gmail. This fake PlayStation 5 event's similarities to the original and very real PS4 reveal event were likely made to further confuse people. The PlayStation 4 event also took place on February 20 back in 2013 and talked about the future of PlayStation and was held in New York. However, the only deviation in this fake PS5 invite was the time of the PlayStation 5 reveal, which would be held at 6 p.m. ET. Even though this isn't the only fake PlayStation 5 quote-unquote leak, this doesn't mean Sony isn't working on PlayStation 5, that I can assure you. Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida stated back in October 2018 that the PlayStation 5 was necessary, and the company was also hiring for the next generation of PlayStation devices that very same month. These positions were for marketing campaign manager and senior software engineer for its network software services. So even though Sony hasn't been rather explicit towards the next generation, doesn't mean it won't be revealed soon. It just won't be revealed on February 20. And that's how you know. But look, ladies and gentlemen, if you stick with my channel, and not to blow my own trumpet, but I do trust my sources. If you stick with my channel, you won't get caught up in any confusion like this, because I am pretty sure that if invites had been recently sent or just sent or planning to be sent, that I would certainly know about it in some form, and I would have made a video and enlightened you all. I no doubt many others would have. Maybe I wouldn't have been first, but I certainly would have been up there. So really, that's how you know the BS from the reality. Okay, so that's the news out of the way. I somewhat resent having to do this part, but alas, ladies and gentlemen, it must be done. I intentionally left it to the very end of the video for those who are just not interested, and fair enough, but I will have my say. Since I'm considerate of almost all viewers, I'm just going to address something real quick. It seems that in spite of yesterday's impromptu livestream titled A Mildly Depressing Monologue on PlayStation 5, PlayStation Portable 2, etc., etc., it seems a minority of you took issue with the tone of the livestream, even mistaking it as a overblown news item. Some of you even thought me condescending, to which I agree. Some thought me grudgeful of other YouTubers, to which I disagree, and some take issue that I'm not on camera. What can I say? I'm far too unattractive for television, ladies and gentlemen. Think of the children. Indeed, I believe I am blessed with a face exclusively for radio. Some wrongly assume I am dissatisfied with my subscriber count. Besides the condescending part, the other accusations couldn't be further from the truth, ladies and gentlemen. The entire theme of the livestream was intended to be mildly depressing and condescending, hence the video title, and perhaps reflective, if not rant-worthy, but was never crass, nowhere near the borders of profanity. But that's just my shtick. That's what I do sometimes. I'll begin discussing a subject with a somewhat serious tone, and in the next breath you'll hear me singing. Yes, it's slightly silly, but life shouldn't be taken so seriously. You just never know what you'll get in a live stream with me, is what I'm saying. If it just isn't your bag, then find or stick to something that is. I'm just not simply your cup of tea, and I appreciate that. Announcing your departure in the comments or informing me personally that you're unhappy and unsubscribing, such a dirty word, unsubscribe. But do as thou wilt. I'm not here to massage self-entitled, unconfident, incompetent, self-serving egomaniacs. The truth of the matter is, anyone, and I mean literally anyone, who has followed my content for any discernible duration of time will know that I've been the same guy on YouTube for the past 4 years. My character hasn't changed drastically or so abruptly that you're not sure if it's even the same guy. That's just not me. I appreciate you, and I try not to take everything so seriously, or at the very least do not project my views onto others forcefully, so do not do it unto others in the comments. YouTube is just another form of entertainment, nothing more, nothing less. Though, as usual, I'm sure you'll have your say in the comments. And for more current and next-gen news updates, rumour, rampant speculation, hit the like button, spread the word, and keep it locked to Foxy Games UK, if you like that sort of thing. Not least because you're all thoroughly decent people. Now remember, relevant links where applicable can be found in this video's description, and while you're there, share your thoughts and opinions on the news, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of another video. But let's continue the discussion in the comments. Subscribe to Foxy Games UK, remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss content, and thumbs up if you like it here. Help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing the video, and consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon, and or grab yourself a Foxy Games UK t-shirt or hoodie, available in various colours and designs. You'll find both links in the video's description. That concludes our time together on this Thursday. It was great hanging out as usual, and until the next video, remember, play games, not corporations.